Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is about finding a partner for singles over the age of 60. For tomorrow, we're going to be dealing with the number of brides now over the age of 65 in staggering numbers. According to statistics, we have never registered so many women who are marrying over 65 than in our period of time. Part of this may be due to longevity, but part of this is reason to believe that there are other factors involved too, and we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. So I hope you'll join me. But today, I promised you that we're going to follow up on issues of Hog Wild Mama. Hog Wild Mama is a 70-year-old woman who is widowed and who began seeing a 55-year-old man, and she is now identifying him as her boyfriend. There are some problems with that within the family and generational differences and situations that are not understood by all parties involved. We're going to talk about that. The reason we're going to talk about that is because a lot of times those of us who are over 60 believe that we are looking to find a partner and we are being unsuccessful and we don't really know why. We're talking about in this channel some of the issues that may come up that do prevent us from finding a partner who we are compatible with and with whom we can enjoy the rest of our days. Many of us do not want to wake up alone every day for the rest of our lives between today and when they haul us off to the nursing home, kicking and screaming, or worse yet, to the funeral home. So let's talk about some of those issues that may interfere with us finding a partner. The first thing I want to say again is you start with you. Where are you and who are you? You must identify first who you are. Secondly, are you looking to enjoy the prospects of dating and being single, or are you looking to find a partner? Those two things are different, so bear those two things in mind. Right now we're going to talk about generational differences and some of the things that interfere with our finding a relationship. Yesterday I briefly showed you some things, and I'm going to go into a little bit more depth of these right now. You can see here I have researched some of the advertising that was done back in the 50s. If you'll look at this one, this is an advertisement that is trying to reinforce the role of women in cooking and cleaning and dusting and being a domestic within her home for her husband. And you're seeing the reward here is a lot of praise from her husband. The husband is saying, "Oh, I'm worn out at the end of a day. I'm so tired, but you have been cleaning and dusting and vacuuming all day, and you are just so energetic." And she says, "Well, of course, that's because I'm taking my vitamins." And this is an ad for vitamins. I have another one here too that I want to show you. The second one you will see here is from the same area of time. This is back in the 50s, maybe also the early 60s. Again, we see this advertisement of a woman saying, you know, when I was skinny and not even a man would look at me, but since I took these pills and I plumped up, you may as well say, got me some love handles for my man to hang on to a little bit better. Oh, I'm just getting all the attention in the world now from a man. This is an advertisement from the 50s again, and it exhibits and exemplifies the roles of women that were played in the 50s. Look at this one more. Look at this. "Oh, darling, thank you for buying me this gift. It's for canning. I have been dreaming of canning supplies so that I can tend the garden and get the vegetables in and can them for my family. Thank you, darling. I've been dreaming of this. And again, you see the man, and he's dressed up in his work clothes. He's in his formal suit and tie, and the woman is in her little house dress. And in the picture before that, you saw the woman skimpily attired in her bathing suit. And of course, the first ad also showed the female dressed in her apron and her cleaning clothes. We're dealing with finding a partner over the age of 60. Over the age of 60 could scan any number of generations, maybe two, maybe 30 years. I don't know. But if you are over 60, you could be a product of the 40s. You could have been born in the 40s, which I was, or the 50s, and you're reared by your mother who is telling you that you should learn to cook and clean and can, and your mother is looking at these ads and you're looking at these ads. You could have been a teenager in the 50s when this was going on. So do know that there are generational differences. Although our society has changed its values, often individuals are slower to change their values. And that may depend also upon where a person lives. Do you live in a metropolitan area? Do you live in a more rural area? And these things you must look at also when you are finding a partner. You're not likely to find a compatible partner if you base your desires and your search on chemistry, whatever chemistry is. I'm not really sure. If it's love, I'm all for it. If it's sexual attraction, that can be fickle. If it's looks, that can also be fickle, because if you're over 60, your looks are going to change over the next 10, 20, 30 years. And that's another thing that we need to be looking at when we're looking at a partner. Can you take your partner, warts and all? Are you looking for Burt Reynolds, who's forever the playboy? We don't know, but we'll look at those things. But let's go back now into Hog Wow Mama. Hog Wow Mama is an older woman with a younger man. She has been widowed about a year. Her daughter, who's a generation younger, in her 40s, does not understand why her mother wants to choose a man who was so much like her father, who bossed her around, and she doesn't understand why her mother wants to wait on him the way that she waited on her father. Women, some of us want to do that. Some of us loved nurturing our children, and now the children are grown. Some of us loved nurturing our grandchildren, and they're growing up too. So some of us get dogs or puppies or cats or horses. In my case, it's llamas. We get something to nurture because it is in us. We are nurturers. That's who we are. So a lot of times, daughters, our daughters, please understand, if we have complained for many years about waiting on your fathers, and then we find ourselves single and we look after the same kind of man, we go after the same kind of man, it's because we want to nurture someone. Not all women do, but some women do. And right now, nurturing and waiting on a man is out of vogue if you are in the mainstream. Now, if you're in the mainstream, it's about being equal and accountable and progressive and forward-thinking and career-minded and making your mark in the world, and that is wonderful. We can embrace that too as women, can't we? But let's embrace all of us. And if you're looking for a partner, one of the things you may look at is, where are you? What kind of woman are you, or what kind of man are you? You know, these ads are about men too. These ads are about men who expected and praised their wives for looking after hearth and home. So Look at where you are. Are you looking to find a partner, or are you looking to just look? If you're looking to find a partner, who are you and where are you on the spectrum of a woman's position in our society today? Are you old-fashioned or are you new-fashioned? And now we have children now who are going to wonder about who we choose and will this person fit in with our family. So you may also need to educate your children honestly about where you are, men and women. But first, you must find that yourself. Until tomorrow, when I talk about women over 65 marrying more than ever, I will say good day to you now. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.